Great move up. Riley Green on Big Country 99. Good evening. Happy Friday to you. We're over here in Mountain View, ready to play the Liberty Eagles tonight in a rematch from the Family Pharmacy Panther Classic between these two teams, where the Mountain Grove Panthers was able to pick up a win. Now we'll see if we can do it here in conference play at their place on senior night, but our girls just did it last night. How about that one?
Yeah.
In overtime. Last night, Coach Mallow gets his girls to come over here and get a big win over the Liberty Eagles. So big conference win. That'll put them at second in conference on the girls' side, with Thayer going undefeated in the conference and taking first place. So a good year so far for the girls. They look to continue that. Still got more to accomplish at the back end of this year. The boys come into this one. Moose, you watched that one last time.
Yeah, the Salem game.
A battle. We know all about Gaines and what he can do. They've got a couple athletes on the floor that do very well, but it all goes around Mr. Gaines.
Yeah, he's a three-point shooter. Leads, I believe, doesn't he have a record for three-point shooter or for points scored or something like that?
I believe he broke the points for the Liberty Eagles.
Yes.
And I forget, Coach O had talked about that on the coach's show, or maybe it was before we were going on for a coach show, because we were talking about what it would take to break Mountain Grove's. And I think Mountain Grove's all-time points record is like 2,339.
Wow.
Right, somewhere in that. Brett Collins has
Brett Collins.
And I think Coach O said nobody's touched 1,500 since he's been a part of the program.
Right, yeah, Brylan just got to 1,000 this year.
Yeah, so pretty big task. Congratulations to the Gaines kid. He's been a lot of fun to watch. I can remember the first time I seen him play over there in the Seymour tournament as a freshman, and it's like this little 5'6" kid is walking up to the volleyball line and drilling threes, and
just lighting it up.
It was impressive to watch. Hopefully we don't see too much of that here tonight. Liberty Eagles, after taking that loss earlier in the season at our place in the Family Pharmacy Panther Classic, they've been waiting on this one. They've had this one circled for a while.
Yeah.
You're going to have to bring your best tonight.
Yeah, we play a good spoiler down here in Mountain View. Remember a couple of years ago, I think we did senior night when Stretch and all them were seniors, and remember how they were all just going to whip us.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Yep, didn't happen that way. And it's always a fun place to come play. We've seen some good battles between these two. The Mountain Grove Panthers, we come into this one coming off a tough night against the Salem Tigers.
That was a rough one.
At our senior night, where the Salem Tigers came over and played spoiler.
Yeah, it was like, whenever I did the coach's interview after this, I said to Coach O, I know it doesn't feel like we ever got started, and his response to that was, well, yeah, we scored 70 points, but we didn't ever get started. And to me, I took that as like they just couldn't put it all together in that one.
Yeah. As starting here for the Mountain Grove Panthers, Gatlin Keeling getting the start, as well as Peyton Shannon. Of course, Aiden Estep going to get the start, as well as Carson Allen and Bradley Henry, the starting five in this one for the Mountain Grove Panthers. On the side for the Liberty Eagles, Terrell Gaines, Cole Matthews, as well as Carter Pruitt, Brody Rutledge, and Gavin Reese getting the start here for the Liberty Eagles. We're going to take a break and get set up here for National Anthem. As we do that, we're going to send it back to the studio. You're listening to Mountain Grove Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Hey, update here. And by the way, starting lineups brought to you by your friends over at Town & Country Insurance. For the starting lineups, I announced Gavin Reese as a starter. They're actually going Gaines, Matthews, Pendergraft, Pruitt, Rutledge, and that will give them all 5 seniors on the floor. They have 5 seniors. It's senior night, so they're going to put all 5 of them out here on the floor to get this one started. Reese will come off the bench as the Mountain Grove Panthers have their lineup announced. Carson Allen, Bradley Henry, Aiden Estep, Peyton Shannon, Gatlin Keeling all out there and ready to go in a rematch here. One we've seen back in the Family Pharmacy Panther Classic. What a great tournament that was. A lot of fun there. Panthers had to beat the Liberty Eagles to advance to play in a championship where they fell to second place to Hartville. And what was a great tournament. Nothing better than going in and playing spoiler on senior night. We just had it happen to us.
Yeah,
so.
It'd be nice to get some comeuppance here.
Yes, yeah. Not many left. Only 2 games left for the boys after tonight.
That's right.
Both non-conference games, Reed Spring and Catholic. We're at Springfield Catholic next Friday.
Doesn't it feel like we just played in the blue and gold?
Yeah, really does. It goes by quick.
Yeah, it looks like Henry's going to meet in the middle of the jump here.
Yep, they're going to send out Matthews, looks like 6'3", senior forward. We'll meet him there. JV squad fell by, I believe it was a 7-point differential there at the end. Tried to close the gap, had it within 4, trailed most of the game. Had they come back and won that, we were going to have to name it the Kel Gardner experience because he was just playing out of his mind there in the 4th. Panthers get the tip. Goes to Keeling, outside to Aiden Estep at the top, back to Gatlin. Sets it up, over to Shannon, back over to Aiden. Looks in, not there to Carson, rolls it around. Looks to Bradley Henry, pulls up on a 3, shot up, in and out, won't go. Rebound comes away to Rutledge. Rutledge gets it back to Gaines. Gaines brings it up the floor. Gaines crosses midcourt here for the Liberty Eagles. Has Gatlin Keeling in front of him. Looks over to his left. Will now set up from the top. Rolls it around, goes to Pruitt. Pruitt to his left finds Pendergraft. Now back outside to Pruitt. Pruitt sets up with Bradley Henry in front of him. Pulls up on a long 2. Shot up, won't go. Carson Allen with the rebound. Gets it to Shannon. Shannon brings it up the floor here for the Panthers. Crosses midcourt with it. We're just about a minute in here with no score. Just underway. Getting a late start tonight due to senior night for the Liberty Eagles. Outside to Gatlin Keeling. Good to see him back. Last time I was at a game, Gatlin was out sick. That was down there. Was that at Ava?
I believe so, yeah.
Couldn't remember if it was Ava or if we had another one in there somewhere.
Man, is that the last game you did?
I think so. That was last week, wasn't it?
I think so. Just seems
Henry
like forever
fakes
ago.
to his right. Now goes over to Gatlin, who's out there at the volleyball line. Down to 6.5 minutes left here in the first. Minute and a half in with no score. If we don't like the calls, we'll go see Laney about it later.
That's right.
Across the floor to Shannon to the far side. Moves out to the top to Aiden Estep. Estep getting the start. Good to see him getting a little more playing time. Sam Peterson, of course, out. Coach talked on the coach's show. Maybe might have an opportunity to get Sam back, hopefully here in a week or so. Goes over to Shannon. Shannon works to his left, back over to Keeling. Resets. Man, they're using up a ton of clock. Had Carson down on the baseline, not there, out to Aiden Estep. Aiden works over to Bradley Henry. Henry outside in space. Has Pendergraft in front of him. Looks to his right, goes to Estep. Now to Shannon.
Lots of patience being shown out there.
Gonna lull him to sleep here. Inside to Aiden. Aiden had a lane, takes, and called for a foul on the floor. That'll be on the Liberty Eagles. He started the drive, was looking to dump it off to Carson Allen, had a chance to get that one to go. .537 left here in the first, no score. Panthers get it in, goes to Shannon, near side corner. Shannon backs it out, has Pendergraft all over him, all the way out near midcourt. Gets it to Bradley, then to Keeling, back out to Bradley. Across the floor goes to Shannon. Has Pendergraft back in front of him, floats it back out to Gatlin Keeling at midcourt. Bradley Henry working with Matthews in front of him at midcourt, resets and goes.
Still
Looks
nothing.
to his left, looks inside, goes to Keeling, has his shot blocked. Last touch there by number 35, Brody Rutledge. Ball stays with the Panthers.
5:07, still nothing.
Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry works from the top, near side, finds Carson Allen. Allen works it out, finds Shannon. Shannon out near the volleyball line, drives to his right, passes to Bradley Henry. Now to Aiden, pulls up on a long two, shot up, nothing but net. And Aiden Estep gets it started. Under 5 minutes to play, and the first points of the night belong to the Panthers and Aiden Estep. Terrell Gaines brings it up the floor. Gaines works to his right, starts to drive, backs out, now to his left towards the top of the key. Looks out to Rutledge. Rutledge sets up, far side, goes to Matthews, pulls up on a three, shot up, won't go, and a offensive rebound. And a foul called here on the Liberty Eagles on the rebound. It's going to be on 21.
I believe so. It went over the back there.
That's Pendergraft.
Yep, first one on Pendergraft.
2 team fouls now on the Liberty Eagles as the ball goes to the Panthers with 4:23 left here in the first. Goes to Gatlin Keeling, and another foul called. That's going to be on Pendergraft, so he picks up back-to-back fouls.
Nice basketball IQ there from Gatlin just to keep driving. Force him to foul there. He's going to go have a seat. 10 checks in, Rocky.
Yeah, here comes Gavin Reese as Pendergraft, the senior, checks out. Reese, another good athlete. Goes inside to Aiden. That's off Aiden's hands. Goes out of bounds.
It was right there.
Yep. 4:20 left here in the first. Panthers lead it 2-0 over the Liberty Eagles. Gets it into Gaines. Gaines works around a screen. Has this one nearly knocked away. Drives in. Layup. Shot up. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Carson Allen. Still fighting for it. Clears him out. Begins to drive up. Looks over to Aiden Estep. Not giving any space up there with Terrell Gaines in front of him. Near side goes to Shannon. Shannon works to his right. Passes out to Gatlin Keeling. Keeling from the volleyball line. And nearly has this one taken away. Not sure that could have been a foul. He had his arm. Layup up and in for Terrell Gaines. Gaines asking for a foul. No call there.
2-2.
Bradley Henry to the other side. Henry backs out. We're tied at 2 with 3:40 left. Goes to Aiden Estep. Aiden will be fouled. I think that's going to be on Carter Pruitt.
Waiting on the call.
Third team foul here on the Liberty Eagles. Fourth team foul, excuse me.
Yeah, first on 23.
First one on Pruitt. Gatlin Keeling looks to get it in, goes to Aiden. Reels it in, pulls up on a jumper from the free throw line. Shot up, won't go. Reese with the rebound as Reese brings it back the other way for Liberty Eagles. Looks to the corner, pulls up on a three, nothing but net. That's Alex Toon, the freshman who has checked in.
5-2
buries
now.
a three. 3:15 left in the first. Panthers with the ball. Liberty all over them. Pruitt not giving up any space. Goes to Aiden Estep. Nearly had taken that one away. And a charge called here on Aiden. And then Pruitt gets up and blows him a kiss.
Yeah, that should be a technical. You can't yell boom in a kid's face whenever you shoot a three, then you can't do that either.
Brylan Mayberry checks in. As Aiden Estep goes to the bench, Brylan checks in.
Did they not count the bucket?
There was no bucket.
Oh, never mind.
To the other side with Reese. Goes to Gaines. Gaines looks out to Pruitt at the top of the key. Pruitt looks in. He'll drive inside with Rutledge. Shot is up. Shot is good.
Now 5-point ball game.
Off the right hand. Panthers trail it 7-2. Brylan brings it up the floor. Looks to Shannon. Works him outside. Finds Bradley Henry. Looks into Carson Allen. Allen looks out. Finds Brylan. Fakes. Goes baseline. Near side. Goes to Gatlin. Outside. Pass over to Bradley Henry. Henry with the Gaines in front of him. Works to the baseline. Shot up off the glass and in. And one coming.
Blaney said count it.
Trailing by 3 with Bradley Henry going to the free throw line for an and one. This will be the second one called on Rutledge, by the way. We go into the bonus.
3-point ball game here, Rocky.
Free throws up and in and out won't go. Pruitt with the rebound, gets it out to Gaines. Gaines brings it up and across midcourt. Gaines has Gatlin Keeling in front of him, drives to his right, kicks it out to Toon, pulls up on another three, shot up, a little short this time. Carson Allen with the rebound, gets it to Brylan Mayberry. Brylan brings it up the floor. Brylan backs it out, drives around Toon, and this ball is kicked. The call for the travel before that. Trying to get around Toon there, called for the travel.
1:59 left here in the first.
Gets it into Gaines. Gaines brings it up and across midcourt. Looks to the near side, goes to Reese. Reese works from out at the volleyball line, down to 1:50 left in the first. Back to Gaines. Gaines works to the baseline, works to the corner, now backs it out and resets and drives. Splits them, trying to get around Carson. Shot up, won't go. Carson Allen with the rebound. Good defense and a good job by Carson to stay vertical. How's that not a... Drove through him.
Yeah. Well,
Gaines to the other side. Gaines loses this one or tries to kick it outside to Toon. Looks near side and a foul called out here on the perimeter.
Yeah, we talked about that
on
a little
the floor.
bit off the air between the JV and this game. You saw the JV game and how physical it was. They're not going to blow the whistle a whole lot in this one, I don't think.
As that one's called on Brylan, his first one. Second team foul for the Panthers. Aiden Estep checks in. Brody Emery checks in. Trace DeVries checks in. I thought Carson did a heck of a job there defensively to just stay vertical, get big. Toon for three. Shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry gets around Pruitt, drives in, and throws this one away. Trying to dump it off underneath. Comes away to Gaines, who brings it back the other way for Liberty Eagles. Trying to get around the freshman. Gets that one up and over Brody Emery. Goes back to Brylan. Brylan brings it up the floor.
9-4 the score, 50 seconds.
Mayberry looks to his right, finds Bradley Henry. Henry with the ball down to 43 seconds. Back to Brylan Mayberry, trailing by 5 for the Panthers. We've only scored 4 points here in the first. Goes to Brody Emery. Emery works to his left, looks out, goes to Bradley. Bradley fakes one way, now goes out to Brylan. Brylan works around Gaines through traffic, and a charge will be called. That's going to be on Brylan. And it's the right call.
Yep. Second one for Brylan, I believe. Yep, that's 2. 9-4 with 28 seconds left here in the first. What we got? Oh, still calling it.
Gets it to Gaines. Gaines brings it up the floor here for the Liberty Eagles. Has Aiden Estep in front of him.
20 seconds.
Works out from midcourt. Down to 15. 9-4 the score. Panthers trail it. Looks out to Toon, the freshman. Back over to Gaines. Gaines from midcourt. Gaines can shoot from there, by the way. Drives in, gives a fake, and shot up won't go. Say the foul is on the floor.
2.9 seconds left here in the first.
Looks like Rutledge is about to check back in.
Looks like
Rutledge comes in, and Matthews comes out.
Like, who drew the foul? 21.
It's on Brody.
Okay.
Carson Allen checks in here as Rutledge checks in as well. Dumps it into Rutledge, kicks it out, and that one knocked away. Down to 0.5 seconds left. Ball stays with Liberty Eagles. Good defense there by Aiden Estep.
That was all hustle.
Works around the screen, runs right through.
Oh, he stole it.
They've been physical here in the first. Panthers trail by 5, score 9-4. As we head to the second, you're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball in Big Country 99. Gaines floats it across the court, goes to Pruitt. Pruitt back across the Tune in the near side corner, out to Gaines. On the floor for the Panthers, Carson Allen, Trace DeVries, Bradley Henry, Brody Emery, and Aiden Estep all on the floor. Panthers trail by 5. Liberty with the ball. Gaines pulls up on a 3. Shot up, won't go. This one tipped around, comes back to Gaines somehow.
Oh.
Little reverse layup up and in. How he gets that to go, nobody knows. It's just impressive to watch.
Made 2 people miss there.
Gaines with 6 points in this one. Henry through traffic and a foul called on the floor.
11-4 here, 7:16 in the half.
First team foul here in the second for the Liberty Eagles. That's going to go on Terrell Gaines. His first. Brody Emery looks to get it in, finds Trace DeVries. DeVries looks over to Henry. Henry works from the top, drives in, goes around one, layup up and in. We got to get him going, something going offensively. We need a spark. Bradley now 4 of our 6 points. Gaines works to the far side, kicks to the corner. Drives on the baseline, looks out to Tune. Tune pulls up at 3 and drills it. Tune, the freshman, now has 6 in this one as well. Brody Emery brings it up the other way, goes to Aiden Estep. Aiden Estep pulls up on a 15-footer, shot up, won't go. Drayton Wells in the game and has the rebound. They put the big 6'6" kid on the floor. Gaines across the floor, looks over to Tune, back outside, finds Pruitt, now over to Reese. Reese backs up, has Brody Emery in front of him. Down to 6:25 left here in the first half. Panthers trail it by 8. Gaines drives in, kicks out, goes to Tune. Works to the near side. Now goes back to Gaines on the baseline, and he'll be fouled by Aiden Estep. That's going to be 2 free throws on the way for Terrell Gaines.
6:18 left here in the half. 14-6 the score. Liberty leads. Second foul on Aiden there.
No, they give it to Brody Emery.
Oh, second for Brody. He's 24.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the wrong one.
21, that's DeVries.
DeVries, okay.
And he's checking out.
As Gatlin Keeling checks back in. Gaines sets up, made his first, sets up for his second. Second free throw is good.
10-point ball game. Pressure
Gets it
here.
into Henry. Over to Gatlin Keeling. Gonna have to get it up and across here. Finds Brody Emery, pulls up on the jumper. Shot is up, shot is good. Makes him pay. Panthers trying to bring a little pressure here as well. Gatlin Keeling all over Gaines as he brings it up and across midcourt. Looks over to Tune. He pulls up at 3. Shot up, a little short. Rebound comes away to Brody Emery. Emery pushes up, tried to fire that one in to Gatlin, not there. Comes away to Liberty Eagles. Gaines to the other side. Gaines goes around Emery, and a charge called. What a play there by Brody Emery, the freshman, to step in and take a charge.
Man, I think that's the first one we've seen go our way tonight, as far as the charge call anyway.
Second one on Gaines.
I know there were several in the JV game where they were called for blocks.
Emery brings it up, goes to Keeling, back to Brody, over to Aiden. Aiden, that was right across his arm, goes to Carson Allen, and Carson is fouled. No, they're saying jump ball.
Yeah.
Had two on his arms and jump ball called. Gatlin looks to get this one in. Goes to Bradley, shot up and good for Bradley Henry.
16-10 now.
Trail it by 6. Terrell Gaines brings it up the floor. Looks over, finds Reese. Reese works with Emery in front of him. Reese works to his right towards the top. Now back to his left, drives in, looks to dump it off. Was trying to go to Wells, tipped away by Carson Allen. Came away to Aiden Estep, back to Carson, who goes to Brody Emery. Emery across midcourt. Emery works to the near side. Fake to his left, look to his right. Instead goes inside to Aiden, drives in. Kicks it out, goes to Brody, who loads up a 3. That was blocked by Tune. Comes away to Carson Allen. Shot up, won't go, but a foul called. And that'll put Carson Allen at the free throw line. 2 free throws on the way. I believe that's going on Drayton Wells.
You are correct.
Watched Wells play half of the JV game. And he was dominant defensively.
He's a legit 6'7".
Yeah, he's a big kid. Free throw up and won't go.
Yeah, he was swatting some stuff in the JV game, wasn't he?
First one was no good. Sets up for a second. Yeah. And look at Gatlin trying to get in there with him. Second one is missed. Wells with a rebound. Looks to get it out. Finds Reese. Reese brings it across midcourt. Reese drives all the way. Goes in. Looks to kick it out. Finds Pruitt. Pruitt backs it out. Resets here from midcourt. Down to 4:40 left here in the first half. Panthers trail by 6. Pruitt with the ball. Tries to spin through that one. Knocked away by Destin Unger is checked in. Didn't even catch Destin coming into the game. Goes to Toon. Kicks it out. Midcourt to Reese. Reese drives in. Dumps it off to Wells. It was blocked by Carson Allen. Goes to Emery. Emery drives the other way. Shot up. Won't go. Put back up. Won't go. Carson had the rebound, and now a jump ball will be called.
It's going to be white ball.
Yep. Possession arrow takes it to the Liberty Eagles.
It was a scrum down there.
Yep. Well, Carson Allen on the block on the other side.
Yeah, that was great. As many times as Wells did that to the JV
Hey,
kids.
Wells is just a sophomore.
I know.
And a legit 6'6", 6'7" kid.
He's a big boy.
Reese looks to get this one in for the Liberty Eagles. Floats it in to Gaines. Nearly overthrew him there. Unger was breaking on it like a defensive back. Gaines able to run it down. Gaines crosses midcourt. Works to his right. Looks out. Finds Toon. Toon to his left. Toon has been a sharpshooter for him. He's drilled a couple threes from the corner. Goes back to Gaines. Steps back on a long two. Shot is up. Shot is good. And one coming as Terrell Gaines heading to the free throw line.
18-10 after that one. 3:58 left here in the half. Who's the foul going to be on?
Was Unger, right?
I believe. Yep.
Destin Unger checks out as Aiden Estep checks back in. Drayton Wells checks out as Rutledge checks back in, by the way. Gaines sets up the free throw line. The and one is up and good. Nothing but net. Gets it into Emery, over to Henry. Henry works from outside, has Pruitt in front of him. Looks to Brody. Brody finds Aiden, and a foul called. That's going to be on Rutledge.
Wow. I thought he was giving it to Brody. I was like, what happened?
Rutledge checks in and checks right back out, as that's going to put 21 back on the floor, and that's Pendergraft. Emery looks in, finds Aiden, over to Bradley, pulls up on a three, shot up too long. Rebound comes away to Reese, gets it out to Gaines. Gaines across midcourt, backs it out, looks to Toon. Toon sidesteps one, pulls up on three, leaves that one short. Rebound comes away to Pendergraft, left that one short. This one being knocked around, eventually comes away to Peyton Shannon. That was tipped out by Carson Allen. Shannon looks over to Henry. Henry, and a charge called on Henry. As Reese gets set, takes the charge there from Henry. Is that going to be number one on Henry? It is. The first one on Bradley.
Hey, Coach O's got to get a timeout, and just so he can get an official to come over anywhere near him. Do you see them all start walking away?
3:24 left here in the half. Panthers trail 19-10. As we send it back to the studio, you are listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.
Welcome back to Mountain Grove Panther Sports here on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Coach O still over there giving the official what for. As we get set to throw it in here, Mountain View will have the ball.
As Liberty Eagles get it into Gaines. Brings it up the floor. Coach O took a timeout more than anything to talk it over with the official. Coach Benson took time to talk it over with the team. Coach O wanted to have a conversation with a guy in the stripes. Gaines brings it up and across midcourt.
Still chewing on him over there.
Yeah, well, now he's got a different one.
Skips it across.
Looks back out to Gaines, sets up for a long three. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes away to Brody Emery with under 3 minutes to play. Feeds it in underneath to Aiden Estep. Shot up off the glass, won't go, but a foul called. Now there's about 3 of them that look guilty, so which one will it be?
23 it looks like.
It's going to be Pruitt. It's been the second one on Carter Pruitt.
Down to 2:47 left here in the half. 9-point ball game, 19-10. Liberty leads.
Sets up. Free throw is no good from Aiden Estep.
Get off the back iron there. Allen goes out.
Aiden sets up for a second. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebound comes away to the Liberty Eagles, goes out to Reese. Reese brings it up and across midcourt. Reese to his left, looks to dump it off. That one tipped out by the Panthers, but comes away to the Liberty Eagles. Outside to Toon for 3, and it's nothing but net.
You got to stop leaving him alone.
Goes to Henry. Henry drives in, looked to dump it off to Gatlin Keeling. Ball stays with the Panthers. This one was knocked out. 2:27 left here in the half. Panthers have only scored 10 points.
In the half.
In the half, with 2:27 left.
Wow.
Gatlin Keeling looks to get this one in. Gets it in, nearly gets taken away by Gaines, who goes the other way, lays it in. Timeout taken by Coach O. He's not a happy camper over there. Gaines now with 13. He's outscored our team by 3.
That one is not to talk to the official.
No. 24-10, the score, 2:20 left in the half. We'll send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panthers Sports. Big Country 99, 2:15 left here in the first half. Panthers with the basketball, trailing by 14. Score here 24-10. The offense just hasn't got going in this one. Goes to Brody Emery. Emery looks over, finds Bradley Henry. Outside to Shannon, near side to Trace DeVries. DeVries works to his right, goes back to Shannon. Passes over to Brody Emery, inside to Henry. Gives a fake, a spin, drives to the hole, shot up, won't go. Peyton Shannon with the offensive rebound, little layup up and in as Shannon gets one to go. There's been no outside shooting in this one for the Panthers, by the way. We haven't got anything from outside in this. And Reese just lost the ball.
And then got it back.
Was able to get it back with a timeout there as he was diving for it. Brody Emery was right there with him as the Liberty Eagles take timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:38 left in the half. Panthers trail it 24-12. So we send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panthers Sports, Big Country 99. Liberty Eagles check in the ball here. Goes to Gaines. Gaines works to his right, kicks it outside to Toon. He loads up a 3, leaves that one short. Rebound comes away to Liberty Eagles, back into Gaines. Reverse layup up and won't go. Comes away to Bradley Henry this time. Henry brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt. Starts to drive in, backs up. Looks across, looks near side, goes to Trace DeVries for 3. It's up, it's good. Makes this a 9-point game. Trace DeVries able to get something going outside for the Panthers. 24-15 the score.
Just call him long rifle.
Gaines to the other side. Across the floor he goes. Goes Pendergraph now outside to Reese. Reese Backs it up. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Score 24-15. Reese looks to his right, finds Pendergraft. Pendergraft looks back over to Reese. Trying to get around Trace DeVries outside to Toon in the far side corner. Toon picks up his dribble back out to Pendergraft. Drives in. How is that not a travel? Okay, it is.
Woo. I thought we were going to catch a foul there for a second. Like
Drayton Wells check it in. And looks like Carter Pruitt checks out. .33 seconds left here in the first half. Panthers trail it by 9. Brylan Mayberry into the game. Brylan's not played much in this one. A little bit of time he had, he picked up 2 fouls. Goes to Shannon, over to Brylan. Looks to Trace DeVries, has Gaines in front of him. Back to Brylan, Shannon, over to Henry. Down to 13 seconds left here in the half. Resets, goes out to midcourt. Down to 7. Inside, this is off of Brylan's arm, comes away to Gaines, driving to the other side, pulls up on a 3, shot is up, shot is no good. A little long, not the best half of basketball here for the Panthers as they trail by 9 and only put up 15 in the first half. Scored 24-15. Panthers trail it at Mountain View tonight. We send it back to the studio. Coming back with a halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Stephen Gum. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panthers Sports, Big Country 99. Halftime score 24-15. Halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Stephen Gum. And this one in a game that has really, it started off, they just slow. And it was like on purpose.
Yeah.
On purpose. Just didn't try to push it, didn't try to get anything going real quick. Dribbled it out, moved the ball around really well to start this one. Panthers only scored 4 in the first. They were trailing at 9-4 at the end of the first, and was able that second put up 11 points in the second, but the Liberty Eagles put up 15. So Panthers trailing this one 24-15 at the half, in a game we've got to get our offense figured out. They've allowed them to play a little bit. We've seen a physical game in this one. Carter Pruitt has just he's been a problem defensively, not as much offensively, but Carter Pruitt has caused some issues here defensively for the Panthers. So got to find out how they want to attack him here in the second half. We've missed some opportunities with some ball handling situations and trying to force some things into tight windows, but the Panthers need to, at least it's not one of those where you scored 15 and a half and the other side they put up 35 or 40,
Right.
They were able to hold them to 24, which is a task in itself. When you look at the Gaines kid on the other side with 13, they have 2 players that account for, 22 of their points.
The Toon kid has been lighting it up from outside, too.
Toon kid has made 3 threes here in the first half. The freshman comes in off the bench and hits 3 threes. And then if Gaines, he's going to get his. It's just a matter of time with him. And he's missed some stuff in this one. So, he's put up 13, but it could have easily been 23 with what he's missed.
We've had Gatlin Keeling shadowing him all night.
Well, they've thrown Aiden at him a little bit. Man, I thought Carson, for the little bit of, the time he was in, those couple times that Terrell tried to attack him underneath, just did a good job of staying vertical, getting big. And it was tough for Gaines to deal with as he was trying to drive to the hole. But Gaines, he's a special player. He's been a lot of fun to watch.
Just wish he played for us.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
It's amazing when you see a kid his size. He's probably 5'7", 5'8", I don't know. He's going to get an opportunity to play Division I basketball, though, and can shoot lights out. But what he does, he comes away with rebounds. He attacks the hole. The reverse layups and, this fadeaway jumper that he has. He's got all the tools.
He's able to score.
Yeah. He can score from all over the place, and so quick. He defensively plays very well defensively as well, and just doesn't give up any space. So Panthers need to cure that here in the second half and find a way to get something going offensively. I thought Brody Emery gave us good minutes there in the first half. Brylan Mayberry didn't get much playing time in the first half.
You're right.
He didn't get the start there, and Brylan's one of those kids that, when he's on defensively, he's just a nightmare for other teams.
Yep.
So we've really not seen the best of Brylan in this one so far. Maybe he can get that going. He came in there in the second and picked up a couple quick fouls in his minute and a half, 2 minutes that he was in. Checked in again late in the second, but we've really not seen Brylan get things going quite yet.
Yeah, we're going to have to, like I said, we're going to have to get out and get a hand in the Toon kid's face. You can't let him have open looks out there. You're doing what you can with Gaines as far as having a shadow on him. And, Carson down there in the block's doing a good job, like you said, of obstructing him when he goes down there and staying straight up and down and not fouling.
Coming away with rebounds. Carson's played well in this one. Panthers trail it by 9. Score 24-15 at the half. Halftime show brought to you by State Farm agent Stephen Gum. By the way, leading scores for the Panthers is Bradley Henry with just 6 points. So we're going to take this time, kick it back to the studio, come back with the second half. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball in your home of Panthers sports. Big Country 99. Score here 24-15. Panthers trail by 9 as they'll start the second half with the ball. Brylan Mayberry gets it into Bradley Henry. Works it across midcourt, looks to Shannon, now goes to Brylan, back out to Henry. Henry in front of the Panther bench, looks into Brylan. Brylan works to his right, backs it out to the top of the key. Brylan looks to pass to his left, finds Peyton Shannon. Shannon out to the volleyball line. Trailing it by 9. Scored 24-15. Sounds like they have a good crowd over at Mateo's. We've not even talked about Mateo's and A-Squared Brewing Company. Sorry, guys. Get on over, catch the game on the big screen. Brylan loads up a 3. Shot is up, shot is good.
24-18.
Get on out, A-Squared Brewing Company. I'm sure they've got it up. Have you something to drink, have you something to eat. They'll get you all fixed up at A-Squared Brewing Company. And, of course, right there on the square at Mateo's. You know Matt's got it cooking up for you. Got you something to drink over there. It'll be good and a good atmosphere.
Gotta love Matteo's.
That's right. Out to Pendergraph. Over to Pruitt. Pruitt drives in, goes to the hole. Shot up, shot is good as he's falling. Gets it into Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry to the other side, works to his right. Under 7 minutes to play in the third. Trailing by 8. Goes to Keeling. Keeling looks to work to the baseline. Keeling backs it out. Goes out to Brylan Mayberry. Brylan from outside. Fakes to his left, goes to his right, and a foul called.
We got the block on 23 there.
That's going to be number 3 on Pruitt.
Yep, just stepped right in front of him there.
Brylan looks to get it in, goes to Shannon. Shannon looks to Bradley Henry. Henry looks to go to the baseline, works around Carson Allen, pulls up on a jump from the baseline. Shot up, won't go. Terrell Gaines with a rebound. He brings it back the other way for the Liberty Eagles. Terrell goes through the hole, drops it off to Rutledge. Shot is up and in off the glass, and they make it a 10-point ball game. To the other side as Bradley Henry brings it across. Goes to Brylan. Brylan fakes one way, goes the other. Takes a big bounce. This one popped around, comes away to Carson. Shot up off the glass, won't go. Offensive rebound, put backs up and good. Carson Allen goes to the free throw line.
Got the chance to add one here. 28-20 now, 6:16 left here in the third.
Carson 0 for 2 at the free throw line so far. Brody Emery checks in for Bradley Henry. As Henry goes to the bench. Carson sets up at the free throw line for the and one. 6:16 left in the third. Carson, free throw up and no good. Rebound comes away to Pendergraft. Gets it out to Reese. Reese to Gaines. Gaines through the hole, layup up and no good. Rebound comes away to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry to the other side for the Panthers. Splits defenders. Drives in, dumps it off, goes to Gatlin, misses it. Brylan with the offensive rebound, put back up, won't go. Carson Allen with an offensive rebound, put back up, won't go. Carson gets another one, then gets tangled up and a jump ball called. Possession arrow takes it back to the Liberty Eagles.
Coach O, 3/4 of the way out onto the court.
Carson checks out. Who checked in for Carson? Aiden?
Yeah.
Or was Aiden already in? No, Aiden?
Peyton? Aiden or Peyton?
No, Peyton was. Either way, Reese to the other side, has Brody Emery in front of him. Reese picks up his dribble, looks to his right, looks inside, and a charge called.
That's 4.
And that's number 4 on Pruitt.
Now Mountain View's coach fired up and yelling at the official.
Drayton Wells checking in for Pruitt now as he's going to go to the bench with 4 fouls and 5:38 left in the third. Carson Allen checks in as they're going to try to get some size in there with Drayton Wells checking in. Gets it into Emery. Emery brings it up and across midcourt. Panthers trail by 8. They've got the ball. Emery picks up his dribble, goes out to Brylan, who is fouled by Pendergraft. It's already going to be 14 fouls on the Liberty Eagles. Just 2.5 minutes into the third. That's number 3 on Pendergraft.
28-20 here.
Gets it into Keeling, goes to Brody Emery. Emery brings it across midcourt. Emery looks to his right, goes to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry looks out to Shannon. Shannon backs it up, has Toon in front of him, finds Mayberry. Mayberry underneath to Carson, shot up high off the glass, won't go, and Drayton Wells with the rebound.
Yeah.
Goes to Gaines. Gaines brings it up the other way. Gaines Dumps it off underneath, trying to go to Wells, taken away by Peyton Shannon. Shannon to the other side, goes to Mayberry, and he'll be fouled by Gaines. That'll be number 2 on Gaines. No, number 3.
Yeah, that's
Excuse
3.
me.
So we're already in the bonus.
Puts Mayberry at the free throw line. 4:55 left in the third, so a long ways to go in the third and into the bonus for the Panthers. Free throws up and good for Brylan Mayberry.
28-21 now.
Sets up for his second, up and no good. Rebound comes away to Toon. Toon gets it out to Reese. Reese brings it up the floor, has Brody Emery on him. Looks over to Gaines. Gaines works to his right, backs it up. Panthers trail by 7. Gaines to the hole, floater off the right hand, up and good. Gets to Brylan. Brylan crosses midcourt, out to Brody Emery. Emery drives baseline, dumps it off to Gatlin Keeling. Shot up, won't go, blocked by Drayton Wells, who comes away with the ball. To the other side, Gaines, floater up and in off the glass. Gives the Liberty Eagles an 11-point lead. Brylan Mayberry to the other side. Shot up, off the glass, won't go. Carson Allen shot up and good, and one coming.
Who's the foul on?
Drayton Wells. It's going to be his second. Bradley Henry checking back in. Aiden Estep checks in. Peyton Shannon and Brody Emery go to the bench.
4:15 left here in the third.
Carson sets up. Free throw up and no good. Rebound comes away to Pendergraft. Pendergraft gets it back to Reese. Gets it out to Gaines. Gaines brings it across midcourt. Has Keeling in front of him. Backs it up. Sets up a screen with Wells. And floater off the right hand, up and in. Back to an 11-point game and throws it full length of the court here to Keeling. Keeling somehow comes away with it, and this one tipped out last touch by Estep as it goes out of bounds.
Down to 3:49 now, 34-23 Mountain View.
Still have not closed the gap. We were trailing by 9 at the half, trail by 11 now. Liberty has the ball.
Got close there for a minute, and then Gaines went back-to-back down the court.
Yep. He's taking, I mean, he has 19 points in this game. Gaines drives to his right, kicks it outside, goes to Toon, pulls the trigger on a 3. Shot up, won't go. Bradley Henry with the rebound. Henry reels that in, brings it up and across midcourt. Henry goes to Mayberry, gives a fake to Aiden, looks across the floor to Trace DeVries for 3. Good! Trace DeVries makes it an 8-point game. Panthers trail. DeVries has 6 in this one. Gaines to the other side. Looks outside, finds Pendergraft. Pendergraft kicks it back over to Gaines. Gaines works from the volleyball line. Backs it up. Resets and drives. Goes to his right. Shot up, won't go. This one tipped around. Who's going to come away with it? Gavin Reese came away with it. Goes to Pendergraft. Back to Gaines, and a blocking foul called on Aiden Estep.
34-26, 2:56 now here in the third.
It's going to be the second one called on Aiden. As Gaines looks to get this one in. Goes to Gavin Reese, who loads up a 3. Shot is up, shot is good. Back out to an 11-point ball game. Bradley Henry brings it across midcourt. Henry works from outside, goes over to Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry works from the top. Fakes it to Aiden. Drives to his right and then to his left. Underneath, goes to Aiden. Shot up, won't go. Drayton Wells with the rebound and a foul called.
Foul's going to be on us, it looks like.
Yep. It's going to be number 3 on Brylan Mayberry. Darryl Gaines brings it up the floor. Has Gatlin Keeling in front of him. Looks outside, goes to Reese. Had that one knocked down by Brylan. Back to Trace DeVries. To the other side, dumps it off to Bryland. Bryland's shot up off the glass and good.
That's the first points we've scored here in a minute.
Gets it in. Finds Gaines, brings it across midcourt. Down to 2:05 left here in the third. Panthers trail it 37-28. Gaines drives in, layup up and in.
Just makes it look too easy.
He's got all the moves, doesn't he?
He just makes it look too easy, doesn't he?
Bryland goes around one, gets one up off his feet. Oh, just missed the jumper. Could have been a three-point play, but Bryland's going to the free throw line for two.
Down to 150 left here in the third, 39-28.
First one on tune, by the way. Trailing by 11. Bryland Mayberry at the free throw line. We're here in the third. First one up and no good. Leaves that one short.
Got to have those.
Brody Emery checks in as Trace DeVries checks out. On the floor right now for the Panthers. Bryland Mayberry, Bradley Henry, Gatlin Keeling, Brody Emery, and Aiden Estep.
You got one checking in.
Is there another one? Oh, Destin Unger about to check in. Free
Yep.
throws up and good.
Destin will come in.
As Gatlin comes out, gets a breather here.
He probably needs it.
Yep. You're going to try to keep up with number two. You're going to.
I'm telling you, he's been shadowing him.
Gaines brings it up and across midcourt. Sets up. Tries to his left, has a little contact there with Destin. Backs it out, down to a minute and a half left in the third. It's a 10-point ball game. Panthers trail. Drives in, has a lane, layup up, and no good, but a foul called. Two free throws on the way.
Yeah, he's going to do it by himself.
He has here for a while.
Yeah, he's just backing it out, taking back off the dribble, finding the open lane.
Sets up at the free throw line. And no good. That doesn't happen often.
Maybe we should talk about how good he is some more. Maybe he'll miss some more.
He has 21 points in this one so far.
I'm telling you.
Sets up. And in and out. Won't go.
Man.
Misses both.
We'll take
Bradley
that.
Henry comes away with the rebound. Brings it back the other way for the Panthers.
We will
Crosses
take that.
midcourt. Goes to Bryland Mayberry. Rolls to his right. Down to a minute 10 left here in the third. Passes over to Aiden Estep. Now finds Unger. Looks to Bradley Henry. Henry outside to Bryland. Gives a fake for a three. Drives in. Dumps it off to Aiden Estep, who is blocked by Drayton Wells. Under a minute to play. Gaines brings it across midcourt. Sets up. Down to 50 seconds left in the third. Trailing 39-29. Pendergraft drives in. Has this one knocked away. Comes away to Bryland Mayberry. Mayberry crosses midcourt. Pendergraft has a little contact. Comes away to Gavin Reese as Bryland loses the handle on the ball. Trying to split a couple defenders. Comes away to the Liberty Eagles. Now Gaines brings it up the floor. Down to 30 seconds left in the third. Score here 39-29. Looks out, finds Reese. This one somehow tipped by Bryland. Bryland was off and running, but Panthers didn't have the ball. Back to Gaines. They reset. Down to 13 seconds left. Has Unger in front of him. Little contact. This one knocked away. Comes away to Pendergraft, and a foul called here on Bryland Mayberry, and that's going to be number 4 on him.
I don't understand
Trace
how
DeVries comes in.
we can have so much contact all over, and then that's a foul.
Ten-point ball game. Panthers trail Eagles with the ball here with 7.8 seconds left in the third. Gets it into Gaines. Has Unger in front of him. It's to his right. Backs up. Shoots a three. Shot up won't go. Aiden Estep with the rebound, and the Panthers will trail by 10. Heading to the fourth. Score here 39-29 as we send it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. On the floor for the Panthers, Carson Allen, Brody Emery, Bradley Henry, Peyton Shannon, Aiden Estep. On the other side, Drayton Wells into the game for Liberty Eagles. Pendergraft on the floor, as well as Reese, Toon, and Terrell Gaines. Aiden brings it across midcourt, sets up from outside, looks into Brody Emery, turnaround jumper, shot is up, shot is good.
He called board.
Used the backboard, made it work. Brody Emery now with 4 points in this game. Wells comes out to set a screen. Gaines brings it across midcourt, another screen there from Wells. Gaines drives in, kicks it out to Toon, who shoots a three, it's good. The kid can shoot. Gets it out to Bradley Henry, drives to the hole, shot up, won't go, but a foul called.
42-31 here.
He's putting that on Reese. It looked like he was putting that on number 10. He is. Or no, maybe not. It's on Drayton Wells, be his third.
Yeah.
Free throws up and good. It's funny, Drayton's mom sitting at the scorer's table. I think Laney walked up and said, sorry, I had to call it.
That's funny.
Second free throw up and no good. Big bounce off the rim. Drayton Wells comes away with the rebound. Wells looks to his right, goes to Reese. Reese brings it up and across midcourt. 7 points on the night for Bradley Henry. Looks into Pruitt, is checked back in. Pruitt's playing with 4 fouls now. Outside to Reese. Reese works to his left, looks back to his right. Down to 7 minutes left in this game. It's a 10-point ball game. How much keep away will Liberty Eagles play here?
Do you think they'll play 6 minutes, 56 seconds worth?
No, not in one possession, but they're going to get the most out of possessions. They throw this one away, though. Comes away to Bradley Henry. Henry has it knocked away, comes away, gets back to Gaines. Gaines layup up and in. I mean, they just gave us a possession there. And they end up with the points.
Yeah. 44-32 now.
Brody Emery to the other side. Not the cleanest game we've seen the Panthers play. Aiden lines him up. Looks into Carson. Carson kicks it out to Aiden. Aiden drives baseline. Goes back over to Carson. Carson looks to get around the big fellow Wells. Shot up, won't go. Comes away to Reese. Back to Gaines, brings it up and across midcourt for the Liberty Eagles. Down to 6 minutes left in the game. Panthers trail by 12. Looks out to Pruitt. Pruitt from the volleyball line. Passes it to Reese. Looks back to Gaines. Gaines works from the top.
Down to 5:40 now.
Works to his right, back to his left. Looks over to Pruitt. Near side Toon for three. Good.
Timeout called.
Say take time, we'll take time as well. Liberty Eagles extend their lead out to 15. 47-32 with 5.5 minutes left in the game. We'll send it back to the studio. You are listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. 5:35 left in the game. Score here 47-32. Panthers trail it by 15 after another three from Toon. Toon has been tuning this up. He has 15 in this one.
I think he's only missed one.
5 threes in this one for Toon. Everything's come from outside. Gaines has added 23, by the way. The two of them have 38 points combined of their 47. Aiden Estep brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt. Aiden works to his left, picks up his dribble, has Reese in front of him, goes to Bradley Henry. Henry starts in, kicks it out, goes to Shannon, who puts up a three. It's good, nothing but net. So he's able to answer back for the Panthers. Trace DeVries has knocked down a couple threes. Shannon's added one, and we've had one other that I'm missing. Mayberry had one. This one knocked away by Carson, but comes away to Gaines. Outside to Reese. Reese works to the near side, looks baseline, runs into Carson Allen, puts up a shot. It's short. Rebound comes away to the Panthers. Henry to the other side, goes to Shannon. Shannon's layup blocked by Wells. Shot up from Carson Allen is up and in. Takes it back to a 10-point ball game. Score 47-37, 4:45 left here in the ball game as Gavin Reese brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt. Reese sets up. Brylan Mayberry back into the game, by the way. He's playing with 4 fouls. Goes to Reese, picks up his dribble, looks to Drayton Wells. Wells trying to feed that inside, and that was the last touch by the Panthers as it goes out. Wells trying to find a way to get that in to Terrell Gaines.
The E-step or Shannon that knocked it out. E-step checks out.
E-step checks out. Gatlin Keeling checks in. Gets it into Gaines. Gaines loses the ball. Comes away to Gatlin Keeling. Gatlin to the other side. Floater off the right hand. Shot up, won't go. Foul called. 2 free throws on the way for Gatlin Keeling.
Who's it going to be on?
Seemed like we got away with one there with Gatlin.
Second one on Tune.
3 on Tune now?
No, 2 on Tune.
Well, they didn't update the one, but they updated the other where the score is. That should be his third. Free throws up and no good on the first for Gatlin Keeling. We've missed a lot of free throws in this one. Second one up and good. Makes it a 9-point ball game. Terrell brings it up the floor. Layup up won't go. This one batted around. Who wants it? Comes away to Pruitt. Drives to the hole. Shot up and good. And one coming. Carson says, hey, I was straight up and down. First one called on Carson.
I love how they push Coach O back on the court, but our other coach is standing just as far. Yeah, it's just funny.
Carter Pruitt at the free throw line for the and one. Sets up, free throws up and good. Gets it into Bradley Henry. Henry brings it up the floor, crosses midcourt. Panthers trail by 11. Looks over to Brylan Mayberry, plants his feet, shoots a 3, shot up, won't go. This one tipped around. Comes away to Rutledge. Rutledge pulls that down, looks over, finds Reese. Reese brings it up the floor, pushes it up, goes to Pruitt. Pruitt
called for the block again.
Called for the block. He got down there and set up, built a campfire and hung out.
Yeah.
Pruitt drives into him, and they say blocking foul.
They're saying because he leaned back, which is not what happened.
Puts Pruitt at the free throw line.
Wow. That's frustrating.
2 free throws. Aiden Eastep expected to check in here. Free throws up and good.
50-38 now.
Aiden Eastep checks in as Carson Allen checks out.
.343 left here in the ball game.
Pruitt sets up. Second free throw. Good.
Whistle. Timeout.
Liberty Eagles take a timeout. They lead it by 14. Score here 52-38. 3:43 left in the game as we send it back to the studio. You were listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther basketball in your home of Panthers sports, Big Country 99. Panthers trailing by 14 with the basketball. 3:43 left in this one. Senior night for the Liberty Eagles. We make the trip in. Mayberry brings it across midcourt. Looks over to Keeling. Keeling back out to Bryland. Bryland works to his right. Picks up his dribble, fakes out, now goes back to Gatlin in the far side corner. Splits defenders, comes away with it, and then throws it away to the Panther bench. And they're trying to ask if it was tipped. Coach O saying he thought it was tipped, and they say no. Gets it into Terrell Gaines. Gaines brings it up and across the court. Kicks it out to Toon. Toon for three. Nothing but net. To the other side, Bryland looks to dump it off inside. A foul called here, and that's going to be 5 on Carter Pruitt. 17-point ball game score here, 55-38. Panthers trailing big. Coach O. You know, he's an educator, Moose.
He's working
He just wants to educate.
Yeah.
Share knowledge.
He's working him.
He knows it won't change anything, but he wants to share it anyway.
Sometimes that's all that makes you feel better, right?
That's right. Well, might as well.
That's a
and
foul.
a foul here. That one's going to be called on Rutledge. I think that'll be his 4th.
35, yeah.
Or no, he just fouled out
5,
too.
yeah, he's done.
Puts Aiden Estep at the free throw line.
Now they're saying, see, they got it all screwed up on the board up there. 35 has, they just changed it from 3 to 5.
Yeah. Drayton Wells checks in. Wells comes in. He has 3 as well. I don't care how many you get out. If you don't get number 2 out,
yeah, if you,
he's a problem.
If you leave
free throws in and out,
2 and Toon in there, they account for most of the scoring.
Yep. Toon a freshman, by the way.
Yeah, and only has, what, 2 fouls?
Yep. And 6 threes on the night. Aiden's free throw up, won't go, miss both. Rebound comes away to the Liberty Eagles with Drayton Wells. Finds Terrell Gaines. Gaines brings it up the floor with under 3 minutes to play. Crosses midcourt, looks to Reese, looks to the near side to Pendergraft. Pendergraft drives on the baseline, goes to the other side, kicks it out to Toon. Toon works to his right, goes to Gaines, taken away by Gatlin Keelan, gets it out to Bryland Mayberry. Drives all the way, layup up and in, foul called. That's on Pendergraft.
I thought they were going to give him the charge for sure.
If so, it would have been his.
He's got
Bryland's
4.
playing with 4.
Down to 2:43 left here in the ball game. 55-40. Mountain View.
So that's number 4 on Pendergraft. Bryland's free throw up and in and out. Won't go. Drayton Wells with the rebound. Hands this off to Gavin Reese. Reese brings it up the floor. Throws it up, finds Terrell Gaines, and a blocking foul called.
Yeah.
That's
Coach O's going to
step.
levitate over there. He said, you're okay.
Gets it in, goes to Gaines. Gaines works from outside. Gaines to his left. Panthers smothering him, looks inside, goes to Pendergraft. Pendergraft looks to kick it out.
Timeout.
And I don't think so.
No.
I think it's a tee.
Oh, he did.
Yep.
Teed him up. I hope he sure returns the favor to the other side with as much screaming has been going on Mountain View's bench.
Coach O teed up. That'll put Gaines at the free throw line.
Wow. You think that was part of the script?
Free throws up and good on the first one for Gaines. Second free throw's good. 17-point ball game. As Reese will look to get this one in. Gets it into Gaines. Gaines bringing it up the floor. Works to his right. Floats it over, taken away by Aiden Estep. Estep throws it out to Brylan Mayberry. Back to Gatlin Keeling. Shot up and in, and a foul called.
Bucket counts.
About as quick as you can make one go there.
57-42.
Call the foul on 10, I believe. That's going to be the first one on Reese. About the only guy on the floor that has one to give.
Yeah, everybody else is in foul trouble, that's for sure.
Free throws up and good on the end one for Gatlin Keeling. Makes this a 14-point ball game. This one gets into Gaines. Gaines drives in, layup up, won't go, foul called. It's a foul party now.
That was a foul.
Shannon and Trace DeVries set to check in.
It's only the first foul on Gatlin.
Sets up. Free throws up and good on the first one for Gaines. Now 26 on the night.
Keeling checks out.
And Unger checks out. Sets up at the free throw line. Free throws up and good. Gets it into Henry. Henry brings it up and across the floor finds Brylan Mayberry. Mayberry works to his right. Under 2 minutes to play, trailing by 16. Goes to Shannon, pulls the trigger on a three. Shot up, won't go. Rebound comes away to Pendergraft. Pendergraft kicks this out to Reese, over to Gaines. Gaines brings it up and across midcourt. Dribbles through. Looks near side, Tune for three, good.
That's like got to be, yeah.
21 points on the night. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry loads up a three to try to answer back and does.
Timeout.
1:28 left in the game. Panthers trail by 16. As Coach O takes a timeout, we'll take a time. We'll kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Welcome back to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99. Minute 28 left in this one. Panthers trail it 62-46. And a game that has been led the whole way by the Liberty Eagles. Tightened up at times, but Mr. Gaines has been a lot to handle. And when you've been able to try to find a way to do something with him, he's been able to kick it out and find Tune, who has now made 7 threes in this game. The perimeter shooting for these guys has just been off the charts.
Just crazy. 27 and 21
points. I think Tune has probably made 80%.
Yeah. He's only missed one.
It's crazy.
He's only missed one, and he's only shot one more than he,
128. Liberty with the ball. Gets it in, goes to Tune. This one tipped away, nearly comes away. Panthers come away with it. Goes to Bradley Henry. Henry drives in through traffic. Goes to the hole. Layup up, won't go, but a foul called. That puts Bradley Henry at the free throw line.
That's going to be on the big man.
It's going to be on Drayton.
Yep.
And it is. That's number 4 on Drayton Wells.
1:19 left here in the ball game. I don't know if he could hold those two out in front of Bradley any further. Did you see that?
Free throws up and good.
Wants to make sure he knows how many shots he has left.
Sets up for his second. Second free throws up and good. Makes both. Panthers got to bring some pressure here. See if they can force another turnover. And that one was tipped, but come away to Pendergraft. And then tipped away by Bradley Henry. So they're trying to get it over to Tune. Knocked out of bounds by Bradley Henry in front of the Panther bench. That's where Reese will have to inbound.
Still 1:17 left in the game.
Gets it into Gaines. Gaines works to his left, goes back to his right. Crosses midcourt through some traffic, kicks it outside, finds Reese, goes back over to Terrell Gaines. Gaines to his left. Drives in and misses. Rebound comes away to Carson Allen. Under a minute to play in this one. To the other side with Bradley Henry. Across the floor. Goes to Mayberry. Mayberry drives through. Gives a fake. Layup up. Won't go. Rebound comes away to the Liberty Eagles and a foul called. 44.5 seconds. 44.5 seconds left in the game. We're trailing by 14. Score here 62-48.
We're going to give it to 12.
Looks like Pendergraph will shoot the free throws, so foul called on Gatlin Keeling.
Yes. Second on Gatlin. 44.5 seconds left in this one.
First one for Pendergraph is up and good.
Subs. Peyton Shannon checks in, along with Trace DeVries.
Second one in and out, won't go. DeVries gets the rebound, gets it out to Bradley Henry, brings it up the floor. Looks over to Shannon, sets his feet, shoots a three, leaves that one short. This one tips around, rebound comes away to Reese, gets it out to Gaines. Gaines will be fouled.
32 seconds left. Who fouled
It's
him?
Gaines at the free throw line. 2 free throws on the way.
It's going to be 5 on 5. No, they gave it to Brylan.
No, Trace.
Oh, was it?
Yep, Trace DeVries is third. Oh, nope.
Nope.
Now they have.
Do you see what I mean?
Well, he's holding a 21 over there.
I have no clue. I'm so confused at this particular moment.
Well, it couldn't be on Brylan because it would have been his 5th, right?
Right, yeah. He should be done. That's why he's standing over by the bench.
But he's holding up the 21 at midcourt. Free throws are up and both good. And Gaines checks out. That'll do it for him. Down to 30 seconds left. Panthers trail by 17.
Couldn't have done that like 6 minutes ago or anything, right?
Brylan through traffic, kicks it out to Henry. Henry steps back, shoots a three, good.
18 seconds left, whistle. Timeout?
As I think Coach is going to go put the JV squad in for the rest of the game.
Looks like it. 18 seconds left. You're going to get Cale Gardner. Who else is checking in there? Hector Stewart. That's 52. That's
Like
Jackson
Anderson.
Wilkerson. Yeah, Anderson as well.
18.2 seconds left in the game. Score here 65-51. Panthers trail by 14 after the three from Bradley Henry, who has 15 points to lead all Panthers in scoring. On the other side, Terrell Gaines 29. Toon puts up 21.
Cooper Horning out there as well.
Cooper wearing the 44.
$18 seconds left.
Bunch of Reese is still in, Toon's still in, Drayton Wells still in on the other side for Liberty Eagles. And then
I don't think they have anybody to sub.
Yeah.
As Toon's just going to dribble it out anyway, it looks like.
Down to 5 seconds, just holding it away. This one's going to go final. Final score in this one, 65-51. Panthers fall at Mountain View Liberty tonight, senior night for Liberty Eagles. As this one goes final, we'll kick it back to the studio. You're listening to Panther Basketball on your home of Panther Sports, Big Country 99.